Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the dishwasher's water supply underneath the sink. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag dishwasher upper spray arm hose. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new upper spray arm hose. The upper spray arm hose supplies water to the upper spray arm. The main reason to be changing it out is if it has a hole in it, reducing the pressure to the upper spray arm, and you're getting water leaking on the floor. In order to get to the part, we have to pull the dishwasher out, so we're going to go underneath the sink and disconnect the hoses. First thing we're going to do is remove your dishwasher drain line, follow it up to wherever it goes, and remove the clamp. We're going to use a 5/16 on ours. Make sure that when you take these off, that you have some towels around. Both the water line and the drain line might put some water out. Next thing we have to do is remove the fill line. It's usually connected to the hot water tap, and of course we already had that shut off and the power disconnected from earlier. But now we need to remove the line, and we can take it off with a 5/8 inch wrench. Now the way the hose is disconnected, we can open up the dishwasher. Once you have the door open, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to take out the screws that hold it to the cabinet. Now that we have the screws out, we're going to take out the upper dish rack. We're going to pull these out a little bit so we can take the end caps off. There's little arrows that point to the center of the dishwasher. We're just going to push the end cap that way so it releases, and you can pull it out. The one on the other side comes out the same way. Once you have both end caps off, we can pull the dish rack out and set it aside. Now that we have the upper dish rack out of the way, we can reach in and take the arm out. There's a nut up here against the top of the dishwasher. If it's tight, you can use a small flathead screwdriver to push on it, but you can just unscrew it. It's a regular thread, counterclockwise to take it off. Once you have it off, we can pull it off and set it aside. Now that we have the spray arm out, we can close the dishwasher door and go down and use the corner nut driver to take out the screws so we can take the access panels off. Once you have all 4 screws out, you can pull the panels off and set them aside. Now that we have the access panels off, we're on the right hand side of the dishwasher. We're going to reach back and take that hose off. We're going to put some towels down to catch any water that may come out. Then we can use a 1/4 nut driver to loosen up the clamp. Once you have the clamp loose, we can pull out the towel. Now we can pull the dishwasher out. We're going to open the door up a little bit and use it to carefully pull the dishwasher out until it's past the cabinet. Then we can close the door and use the whole frame to pull the dishwasher out. On this one, we're only going to pull it out until we can see the hose. We don't need to pull it out all the way. Once you have the dishwasher out far enough, we can lift the upper spray arm hose out of the fitting and just kind of set it aside. Then we can follow it down so we can pull it off the pump. To get the hose out, all you have to do is pull it so it comes off the pump. If it's stuck, you may have to reach underneath to break it free. Once you have it free, you can pull it out. Here's the old upper spray arm hose next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. They don't give you a new clamp, so we're going to have to take the clamp off the old one and put it on the new one. When you put the clamp onto the new one, you want to make sure you put it in the same orientation as on the old one, so you can reach in and tighten it down with the nut driver. Once you have the clamp put on the new one, we can put the new upper spray arm hose into the dishwasher. To put the new hose on, we're just going to carefully feed it through the opening in the side of the dishwasher, and then we can set it down. Then we can go underneath and hook up the hose to the pump. Now that we have the hose on the pump, we can reach in with the 1/4 inch nut driver and tighten down the clamp. Once you have the clamp tightened down, we can go put the other end in. Before you put the upper fitting in, you want to make sure that your gasket didn't move. Once you have it in place, we can set the hose in. Once you have the upper spray arm hose installed, we can push the dishwasher back in. Make sure the hose doesn't get caught on the cabinet. Once you have the dishwasher back in place, we can open up the door and put in the upper spray arm. To put the spray arm in, we're just going to lift it up into place and tighten it down. Make sure you get it nice and tight so you get a good seal. Once you have the spray arm installed, we can put the upper rack back in. To put the rack back in, we're just going to carefully line up the wheels with the rails and push it back into place. Once you have it in, we're going to pull the rails out a little bit so we can put the end caps on. To snap these back into place, you just have to line them up and push them on, and then snap them over so they lock in. Once you have both end caps on, you can push the rack in the rest of the way, and then we can use a Phillips screwdriver to put in the screws that hold the dishwasher to the cabinet. Now that we have the screws in, we can close the dishwasher door. To put the access panels back on, I'm just going to set the lower one in place. And then we can put the upper one in. Once you have it in place, we can use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put all the screws in. Now that we have the access panels back on, we can go underneath the sink and hook up the hoses. We can hook back up the lines. So we're going to hook up the water line and use our 5/8" wrench to tighten it down. Then we can hook up the drain line back up to the air gap. All you have to do is push it on and tighten down the clamp using your 5/16" nut driver or screwdriver. Now that we have the hoses hooked up, we can plug the dishwasher back in, turn the water on, close the cabinets, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.